welcome to or welcome back to my channel. And as you probably know, it is time for the mid-year freakout tag. I am so excited yet so nervous for this year's mid-year freakout tag. I do this every year. It's so fun. It's about the time that we see everybody doing it, and you best know that I'm trying to watch them all. I'm trying to pay attention this time. It is, as I'm recording this and as this will be uploaded, end of June. I normally do this like mid-July. I give myself the full 6 months before I dive into this, but I'm not hopeful this year. So I will have, of course, the creators and the original questions down below. I will also have additional questions that Kayla added, I think last year, that I also answer. So yeah, that's all down in the description if you're curious and you want to check that out. But let's just jump right in. Let's talk about the first Kayla question. How is my reading going so far this year? Blah, blah, blah. It's not great. It's kind of bad. I have had one book that has been full 5-star feeling, and I can't even talk about it. I have one book that has been like the truest of 5-star feelings out of this entire year. I've had a lot of 4.5s. I have had a couple rereads that I've had things that feel close, but I have not had anything that's like so. I haven't had a great reading year. It's been a lot of pleasant reads. It's been a lot of things that I've liked, or have been a lot of new releases, a lot of books that I've just like been waiting to get around to, and things that have like been on my radar for a while. So I'm happy with the things I'm reading. I'm happy with trying the things that I'm trying. I just haven't been happy with the results. And part of me thinks it is partially my fault. I don't think every book I'm reading is bad. I think I'm being extra stingy with my 5 stars. So, of course, we have to talk about my best book of 2025, and I can't actually talk about it. So if you're new to the channel, hello. Last year, I participated in something called Battle of the Booktubers that Danny Dabbles has hosted. We're in the championship rounds. One of the books that was recommended to me is my truest, highest 5-star book of the entire year. And I can't talk about it yet. You're gonna have to wait July to see which of the videos my best book is in, which sucks for you guys. I'm so sorry. But just to fulfill this question and give you something, I will give you my runner-up, which would be Thrown in the Dark by A.K. Kagiano. I love this book. Carrie Can Read is the first person that put this on my radar, and it's so fun. And it's Grumpy Sunshine rom-com romantasy. Like, it's high fantasy, but a lot of humor and a lot of like play on very popular tropes. Like, it doesn't take itself serious. It's just silly, and I've laughed out loud so many times. It's just truly a comical series that makes me laugh and giddy. I love the couple. It's such a slow burn that you don't even get a kiss in the first book, okay? It's slow burn, but it's just fun. I've had a blast. We're following Amma, who is a petty thief, kind of, just like a low-lying thief, trying to get a scroll from this dark, dangerous cavern where all the demons roam. And then we have the demon prince, who is trying to release his father from a ruby, and accidentally Amma touches Damien's talisman and she absorbs it, and now he kind of has control over her. I really enjoy this book. It's just such a fun time. I am giddy. I've made my best friend read it. Like, it's just been one of those books for me. So I'm on the 3rd book currently as we speak. It's great. The next question is best sequel I've read so far. I would say probably Enchantra. This is by Kaylee Smith. This is the sequel to Phantasma, which I loved. Phantasma was a true 5-star. I love the world building and atmosphere of that one more than this one, but this is still a 4.5. Really good. This is following her sister. So in the first book, we're following Ophelia, and this one we're following Genevieve. It's a companion series rather than like straight sequel, but my sequel luck has been horrible this year. So it's been like, this is as close as I'm gonna get. I really did enjoy this. I think I need to reread it. I listened to the ARC audiobook from NetGalley and have not physically read along. I think if I physically read along on a reread, I will probably maybe bump this up to 5-star. I love the couple. I would say that the first one is more trials, where this is more competition. And yes, those are the same thing, but they're a little bit different. And this one, I think, really does wonderful with competition, and I really liked all the sibling dynamics. I'm very excited to see how this world will continue to grow. I never really want these books to end. I just really enjoy them. They're a lot of fun. I highly recommend. This one was less steamy than Phantasma, though, which I do think is a bonus for it. The next question is favorite reread, and I have one this year. I usually say, oh, I don't reread books. Not me. No, I started this year rereading a couple. I think I reread 3 within like the first 2 months of the year, but it has to go to 4th week. we can't escape it. I'm sorry. This is just the life that we live. Yeah, Fourth Wing was probably the best reread. Between Fourth Wing, Red Rising, and Cloud in a Cornfield, Fourth Wing does just have a leg up, but rereading the Red Rising saga. Hey, ladies, let's stop fighting. Rereading the Red Rising saga with my friends has been a blast. We'll be reading Iron Gold here soon. Live show, I think, tentatively is July 6th or 9th? Tentatively July 9th. So, yeah, if you have read Iron Gold, if you're going to be reading it, that's when the live show hopefully will be. The next question that Kayla has put out is a genre that you have been loving or your most read. My most read is horror, but romantasy and fantasy are tied at second. And so we're tiptoeing close to, like, if they're gonna surpass horror. I've not picked up a lot of horror the last, like, 2 months. But also, I feel like the summerween really lends itself to reading even more horror. So we'll see how the vibes take us. But I have been currently really enjoying romantasy again. Oh my goodness, speaking of romantasy, next question is a new release you haven't read but want to. Of course, The Night and the Moth. This is by Rachel Gillig, same author who wrote One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. Everyone's favorite of last year. This is the new jewel. This is the gem. This is the diamond. She is that bitch, and I'm so excited to read this. I really don't know much about it. I read the synopsis once, and then I lost it from my mind because I don't want to know too much going into this. I'm ready for the atmosphere and the vibes. I think that's something Rachel Gillig super exceeds at, and I know that I'm going to swoon over these characters. Whether or not there's a lot of romance in this one, I just know it's going to be good. I believe this is also setting up a series, which is also very exciting. But yeah, this is probably one of my most anticipated releases of the entire year, and I'm so excited to have this beautiful edition. Oh goodness. The next question is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Literally just about any arc that I currently have. I think I have about 7 outstanding arcs of just future things that are coming up. One that really comes to mind is Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews, author of Don't Let the Forest In. Impeccable. So I'm very excited to read Hazelthorn. I have the Jasad Crown, which comes out like mid-July, so I gotta get on that one. I've got one from Amanda Foody and C.L. Herman. I have one, Aaron A. Craig, of course. I got A Land So Wide. I'm nervous about it. I'm so nervous about it, but I'm also very excited for it. A lot of arcs that I have set aside that I'm waiting a little bit closer to the date they come out, but so many I'm pumped for. Oh goodness, the next question is biggest disappointment. I have had quite a few, specifically series / duologies. Heavenly Tyrant I DNF'd it. Oh, I know. We try not to talk about that one too much because I think it'll make people upset because some people don't know how to act on the internet. But Heavenly Tyrant was not for me. Iron and Embers was good, but super disappointing in comparison to the first series that it follows. To Shatter the Night, the sequel to What the River Knows, Where the Library Hides, Rebel Witch, all of them were so disappointing. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed about duologies and series, and I think this is part of the reason why I never want to continue on in series, because they're just disappointing. It's just sad. I just hate it. I don't feel good about it. It's not fun. Next question is biggest surprise, and I do mean this like in a haha funny kind of way, but also like in a somewhat serious way. But Mating with the Mantis, I know it's wild. This book is not meant to be high critique literature where the writing is stunning and you're just like teleported into a new world with like amazing world building. It's not that. So Mating with the Mantis is a short 24-page little tiny erotica about a scientist who is really into mantises, like praying mantises. It's weird. It's so funny though. The girlies who like the inanimate object, the monster smut, those girlies on YouTube, they give good recommendations and they all say that Mating with the Mantis is actually good. And I was like, look, I don't know who I'm not one to judge. I've read the Shrek smut. I've done the crazy things, but they're not good. And you go into them knowing that they're not going to be good. But somehow Mating with the Mantis had brought me so much joy. I laughed so hard. I was kicking my feet. I was just in the right headspace at the right time. It was so much fun. I was reading it with friends right before we were going on to a live show to discuss Verity. Like, it was just everything. It was everything. It was everything that I needed that I didn't know. I think I was really hitting a wall with all of the books that I was reading, just not having fun with them. So like this just sparked a new light for me where I was like, oh my god, books can be fun. I can enjoy things. They don't have to be serious and deep and dark all the time. It was great. Okay, and the next question is favorite new author. I think it has to go to A.K. Kagiano because The Throne in the Dark series has been such a fun experience. Again, it's a trilogy, but then there's also going to be 2 spin-off books, and then she has a new novella that's being released. That was a short story in an anthology, but now it's being like released on its own sometime this summer that I'm gonna pick up. She has a Christmas one about like a elf. I want to read everything she puts out. She just makes things so fun and light and swoon worthy, and I've just really enjoyed what I've read from her so far. I don't have a lot of authors that I've been like revisiting and like reading from a whole bunch that are like new, and none of them really stand out. But this one, like, giving me a series that I feel the need to binge is huge, because I don't normally do that. So yeah, of course, has to go to her. All the props. The one question that I did not write an answer for, which is bad on me: newest favorite character. I desperately want to talk about one, but I can't. I mean, obviously Amma and Damien from Throne in the Dark stand out. I think like recency bias is definitely coming into play here, where I'm like, yeah, everything that I've read like this past couple of weeks kind of stand out. I could say a couple of romantasy picks. Quicksilver, Kingfisher, even though I hate his name, love him as a character. Odessa from Shield of Sparrows stands out. She's very inquisitive, and I know people really don't like how many questions get asked, but I did like her and that. I also just like the found family of it. I've enjoyed a lot of found family this year, actually. A recent, like very recent book that I've read, Cursed Sun, has been fun. I really like those characters. I'm currently reading the sequel, which has so many characters. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have super strong attachments to any characters this year, but I'm sure they're out there. The next question is the book that made you cry. Morning Star by Pierce Brown. I was unprepared. And I know it's heavy with politics, and I know that there's a war going on, but I wasn't prepared for some of the decisions that were made, and they hurt me very deeply, and I cried like a baby. It sucked. The next question, of course, on the flip side, is a book that made me happy, and I think to this I'm going to give it to Book Lovers by Emily Henry, because I really enjoyed my Emily Henry reading vlog. It was one of my favorites of the year. Spoilers. I just had so much fun going to her backlist and really just diving into her works, knowing that she was somebody that I have liked previously, but always felt like I was forcing myself to read, and not putting pressure on myself, and just saying like, hey Sam, you can read contemporary romance and have fun with it, and it doesn't have to be for a video or a reading, well, it was for a video, but like it doesn't have to be for a reading challenge. You can dedicate time to read this author that you think you'll enjoy, and I did. I have had a blast. I tier ranked all of her books. I had really just a solid time with her stuff. Book Lovers especially just made me really happy. I love the premise and the setup. It was so good. People we meet on vacation as well. Like, good time. They're the perfect summer romances, and I love them every time. Ooh, okay. This one's my favorite. Next question is the most beautiful book you have gotten so far. So I have 2 picks. Technically 3, but I have 2 picks. So I have my special edition pick, which this is This Monster of Mine by Shalini Abe Sakara, and it's just so pretty. Like, she's just a really gorgeous edition. Specifically, this art, like, come on. It's gorgeous. She's so everything. I love the guys and the mountain. This edition, haven't read the book yet. Don't know really a whole lot about it. Haven't seen reviews of it. But if she ain't gorgeous, I don't know what is. So while we're here, the dust jacket and edge illustrations are by @imogen.o, and papers and hardcover illustration by Ophelia Mahal. Dust jacket design and hardcover design by Ali Al Amin, and reverse dust jacket designed by Daisy Woods. So everybody did stunning on this one. I think they did an incredible job. I'm very excited. Hopefully I like it as much as I think it is beautiful. And then just for like normal edition books, I know the reviews of this have not been great. I do have plans to read this fairly soon, but she is gorgeous. And I think the reason this had so much hype around it is because she's gorgeous. You can't tell me otherwise. It's just such a beautiful edition of a book. So hopefully I like it. We'll see. The last one that I kind of just want to like loosely shout out is not a book that I've purchased, but I have the audiobook and I'm intrigued, which is When the Tides Held the Moon. So pretty. What a gorgeous, like, classic, stunning cover. The next question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? We skip this one every time because it's just too many. Sequels, arcs, romantasy, horror, Battle of the Booktuber books. We don't need to talk about it. As you may or may not know, every year I do the Goodreads best of the year so far. So I'm working on that vlog, so that'll be happening. I'm starting a new series on my channel, so I'll be reading some books off my shelf, which is exciting. I've got a couple deep dives that I need to get to this year, so I'll be rereading some books to give plot recaps. So if there's any book series or upcoming book that you are excited about but you don't really want to reread the first book, let me know. I am keeping an eye on what's coming out. I've got, I think, 3 planned, so I need to read those. But yeah, just things like that. That's kind of what I'm working towards in my reading journey this year. I've got a lot of fun things. I'm also in the works of planning Booktober, which is stressful. Okay, next question is favorite video or post you've done so far. Now, I won't say that all of these videos are good quality, but were the most fun that I had to film and enjoyed the end results. My King Mala video, I really loved doing. It was one, like, that was like just a little passion project for me. My Emily Henry vlog, I really enjoyed. My pet vlog where my cats picked my books was really fun. And also, like, non-reading vlog wise, sharing my entire physical TBR with you guys was a lot to film, but also very fun and very informative and helpful for my upcoming series. Like, it was just a little bit shameful. And then the final question is favorite book community members. I don't really want to like specify like favorite members of the community or whatever, because it shifts. I watch a lot of the same people and I'm always trying to find new people to watch. I am subscribed to too many, hard to keep up, but I will throw out that Books with Lexi invited me to do Escape the Readathon this year, and so I got to make new friends and like properly introduce myself to more people, and I just had a blast. I love participating in readathons, so being able to be a co-host in that capacity was truly like one of the best experiences that I had. So getting to talk with Bree at Locked Booktition, Covers with Cassidy, and Vanessa Read with Dr. B, like being able to chit chat with them live for a little bit and then like behind the scenes and just like get to know them as people was honestly such a fun experience. I really appreciate BookTube because of the people that I get to talk to. And then as for like content creators that I've been obsessed with and watch, Newly Nova I think would be one. I recently did a bowling picks her TBR video, and that was art. That was cinema. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I would say those are like the shout out people because there's no like one specific favorite booktuber I have. I cycle through watching a lot of people. I watch a lot more than I comment on, which I need to get better about for sure. But I will also just quickly shout out my bestie Daphne, because of course I must always. She recently did a passion project of her own where she gives you kind of a tour of New York City, and I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go watch that video and show her some love and support for that, because it was a very nice video. So that's everything. That's all of the tags. That's all the questions. We've made it. Let me know, how is your reading year going? What are the best and worst books you have read so far? And if you don't have any opinions and you have nothing else you want to say, you can leave me anything on this cover. A moon, origami, cityscape, whatever your heart desires, a bird, a little water moon cover emoji down in the comments if you want to show some love and support but don't have a lot to say. But that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys for my next one very soon. Bye.